That's why on the movie Sinners, remember you had Mary. And remember how that whole theme in the end, remember how Stacks never got to see the sun again, never got to see the light of God again, because he got turned, which I'll get into in a minute. But remember how she was already connected to the so-called, Irish side, So you understand how all this goes, it all goes to that vampire, it all goes just to nothing but the Freemasons, who won a war against the bloodline of Christ. So that whole thing, that's why they had to have the Gentiles, going to get Mary. Remember, Mary was the first one that they, once the vampire had got hold of the two Gentiles right there, remember he went for Mary. Remember that. So all of this stuff is all connected because remember on the remember how she bribed Stacks. Remember she was like, let me go talk to them and I can get this money situation handled. Remember they gave her that coin. You kind of see what I mean? So you understand all that stuff goes together. That coin is just all symbolic of the seal, which just all goes into the seal, which all goes into the seal of Judah. The gathering of the world, the gathering of Judah. The grafting in of all the nations into the holy kingdom of Judah. So on their side, they use the coin key. Remember on the show remember Pennywise. Remember, it just represents Lucifer with his clown, actions, the Joker, the Pennywise. Always trying to watch the coin, making sure the seal is not revealed. And all, it's already revealed, but I'm just saying, like, in the sense of where, he's able to keep people who don't not have an understanding of what that seal is their salvation. They don't want people understanding about, how everything really is going on, about the Exodus that's unraveling right before our eyes. So that's why, they use that Pennywise. They want to keep people looping, and chasing the greed, chasing the vanity, you know what I mean? And that's how she got Stacks. She got Stacks through what? Through the whole thing with the red bone appearance, grafting him in. He can't resist, Nothing but witchcraft, how they use them. Because real women in society, real women want to serve the Lord. Real women want husbands, real men want wives. They the ones who always try to push that narrative of, oh, marriage don't work. This is just every 90% of people get divorced. They always trying to push that because they know that the kingdom is gathering. Real women want to serve the Lord. Real women want to help restore the holy kingdom of Judah, restore the altars of the Lord. People just got to be educated. Real women are out here trying to be sexy red. That just all come from their whole creation of what they're trying to push to keep people deceived and keep people looping in that same cycle. They don't want people to make it. They don't want people to get out.